Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. So we currently are living through a time period which is rather crazy, strange, and sometimes outrageous, right? Whereby you have these people that claim to be transgender women, right? And what we really know is that these people are just really confused. You got those people, right? And then you got the other ones that take it to an extra extreme because they've got this rather uh, disgusting fetish of sorts. They want to enter into female only bathrooms. They want to dress like females. It's what we call autogynephilia, right? Which is a psychological condition that these men seemingly suffer from, but they get away with it because of this notion of transgenderism. It's somehow misconstrued over the lines. And there's this other disgusting fetish that these men decide that they want to partake in, and wrongly so, like really wrongly so. It's to the point of endangering another life, a innocent baby of sorts, and it's also what we call the P word. I can't say it, unfortunately, on this show because I get censored, but it is, what the world now calls minor attracted persons, but it's not minor attracted persons. I'm not saying that, right? It is something far worse than that. I'm sure you guys can read between the lines there, but they want to be able to, I call it chest feed, because they don't have breasts. They have a chest with nipples. These men that claim to be trans want to be able to chest feed the likes of an infant. And the only way they can do that is from a particular method called the Newman-Goldfarb method, which is not intended for men. It was intended for women who couldn't induce lactation. And all the hormones that were given to the woman for the woman to be able to induce lactation are beneficial and are healthy to some degree. It doesn't beat actual, real lactation from a woman producing all of the nutrients and hormones in her own breast milk. But for the Newman-Goldfarb method, somehow they have these biological men have been able to skirt around the system, and they've been able to induce their own lactation using the Newman-Goldfarb method. So the problem with that is all of the chemicals and all of the hormones that they are pumping themselves full of that is getting mixed up with the male hormone structure and everything else alike. It's actually considered to be dangerous for an infant. It's not healthy and it's not beneficial at all. And we don't have enough long-term studies to say that it is actually going to be good for an infant baby. But still, these poor babies are like the guinea pigs, right? They're just, we're enabling this somehow. And the reason why I bring this up is because I saw the other day, in fact, that Elder, the Icelandic gay guy, right? He's a gay dude. He is under criminal investigation for a tweet that he made in response to Pink News's article saying that, yes, trans women can breastfeed too. Here's why it's safe, healthy, and good for both mum and baby. So when you get this far, I really do worry about our society when you get this far. When you got a mainstream media source that is producing an article about something that is actually not beneficial and gaslighting, not just that, but lying to everybody and saying, you know what, let's get more men to chest feed children. Let's get more men that have a sick fetish to chest feed more and more young kids. Let's continue to put young children on a shopping block as guinea pigs and pump them up full of these synthetic hormones. Not allow women to breastfeed. No, can't have that. Let's have all these dudes. And the child has no say in the matter. The child is just given to the biological dude, and medical authorities will just go, yeah, sure, we're going to help. We got No say in the matter because apparently it's illegal to say something negative about all this to actually protect the innocent child. It's wrong to actually protect it, even if you are a doctor and you know this is not right. How does that work? So Elder is under criminal investigation because he tweeted, I mean, that rag, using infants to satisfy an obvious paraphilic S-word fetish in men is called the P word. And yet he's somehow under criminal investigation for this. The Icelandic member organization of ILGA Europe reported me to the police for it, and now they're investigating him. I read this article, and it is truly horrific. If you guys want to spend time reading the entire article, I encourage that you do, so you can get well informed. It may be a hard read, but at least you'll be informed with what the other side are trying to argue with putting this to the forefront of our society. Okay? It's not good at all. So I'll just read a few lines for you all. In 2018, the medical journal Transgender Health published a case study that detailed how a trans woman living in New York was able to induce lactation using a basic framework established by previous researchers. That basic framework that they're referring to isn't as basic as you may think that it is. It involves a great deal of synthetic hormones and chemicals that are pumped into the man, and then the man is able to induce lactation. Because of it, it's seeping out of that man's nipple, and therefore it's also going into the child. That sort of chemical and hormone that the child is being pumped with is leading or is led to osteoporosis and other issues later on in life, other health issues. It's not any better than actual real mother's breast milk, if you ask me. It's way worse. And you had someone with, I believe it was a disease, HIV, knowingly actually chest feeding a baby as well. They allowed that too. In order to chest feed, right, the woman's dosage of an estrogen steroid hormone called osteotripol is increased, as was her dosage of another hormone called progesterone. She was also given a galactagogue, I believe, sorry, can't read, medication designed to boost lactation supply to increase her prolactin levels. Finally, the woman was told to use, well, it's not a woman, right? It's a man. So here's the thing. So I'm just reading Pink News article as it is, right? But just know that when they're saying woman, it's a man, okay? This man was given steroid. When you're giving a steroid to a human, that's not good. That steroid hormone is then going to be passed on to the child, the baby, the infant. That ain't good. And another hormone, progesterone, and like you're increasing the man's prolactin levels as well. You're giving estrogen. It's just, this ain't right. If it was actually right, then the man would be able to breastfeed, but he can't because it's not his role. It's the woman's role. But today they've changed it up so much and made it purely evil and outrageous and egregious. Finally, the man was told to use a breast pump before his partner gave birth to help increase his level of prolactin, a hormone made by the pituitary gland, which helps breasts grow and create milk. So this person, I believe many of you actually know who it is. I'll get the name in just a moment. Nominal Naomi. That's one of them. Everyone knows who Nominal Naomi is. Went viral, and I made several videos about Nominal Naomi. So This is another headline you should all be concerned about. Trans women's, they call it breast milk, but it ain't breast milk, mate. It's chest chemicals, is known to be healthy and nutritious. Yeah, they're saying that. Giving a kid a steroid and hormones is apparently meant to be healthy and nutritious. We're doomed. Well, that study proved what many trans women and other like this word, oh my goodness, already knew, that they are physically able to chest feed. It didn't give an in-depth insight into the nutritional makeup of the man's chemical makeup. However, a paper by Amy K. Weimer published in the May issue of Journal of Human Lactation focused on that. Incredible. In the months leading up to the birth of the child, the man underwent a similar treatment regime to that detailed in the earlier study. After the baby was born, it was found that it was able to produce around 150 millimeters of chest milk or chest whatever it is per day over 5 pumping sessions. 2 weeks after birth, the man started chest feeding once or twice a day with good success. They call it, with a bottle of pumped milk or pumped full of chemicals. And so what they said, they found that the milk showed values of protein, fat, lactose, and calorie content at or above those of standard term milk. But what we don't include in this is that all the other chemicals and hormones that are actually in what is, of course, you can produce protein, fat, lactose, and all the other things that are found in milk through a synthetic process. That's not healthy for an infant child. I'm just pointing that out. So you can say that it's healthy all you want, but it's nothing of the sort. And actual scientists and actual medical doctors know that men should not be anywhere near this stuff. And it's amazing to me how Elder, a gay dude, is under criminal investigation for condemning this article, for condemning something that is actually considered wrong in many parts of the world where common sense prevails. But somehow it's seen as hateful and discrimination to criticize something that should not be going on. And it's actually abuse of a child. How does that work? Well, number one, it doesn't, but it's happening. It should stop happening, if you ask me. Anyway, I could go on and on and on about this, but I'll just leave it there. I hope the Elder doesn't get charged or anything like that, because it's ridiculous to be under investigation for something that everyone knows is, it's not healthy. At least I think it's not healthy, and other scientists and doctors agree that it's not. But anyway, even mothers too. But you guys take care, you be blessed, and I'll see you all in the next video.